Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Sawyer here, your friendly neighborhood Okay, this is stupid. Hey everyone, I was trying to do something there, but it was cringy and stupid, so here we go. Yes, I saw this movie earlier today, so this is like the first time ever that I'm actually getting a review up on the exact day I saw it. When the video is uploaded, it might be uploaded at midnight or something, so maybe not really the day, but I'm filming it now, so who cares? So... Spider-Man Homecoming is the newest movie that has been released for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the ever-growing franchise, and it's finally the debut film, for Spider-Man. He did appear in Civil War, but this is his first film in the MCU, and I am so thrilled to finally see him in here. Thank God. So, I seem like a fanboy of it. And yeah, I love Spider-Man. He's one of my favorite superheroes. So, let me talk about the film. So, the film is basically, it takes place after Civil War. It's where he he goes back to his normal routine of being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. But also, this is the only Spider-Man film that actually has him in high school and deal with those problems. Like in the other films, he's in it for a bit, but then he'll graduate. And then, he's a grown-up Spider-Man. Will you ever get to see Spider-Man, his main conflicts of being, juggling school, being a superhero and all? This film is the one that actually does it, and I'm really glad. And another good thing is that all the kids in the school actually look the age instead of the old ones. I like the old ones, with, the Sam Raimi ones and all that, but those were grown men pretending to be kids. It really feels weird and looks off. So they got the right age right for the kids. But how's the film in general? Overall, I'd say it was a blast. It was really great. It was everything I hoped the Spider-Man film would be and more. Because not only was the casting perfect, Tom Holland, by the way, great job, man. You're an awesome Spider-Man. I know everyone's saying it, but good job. Even the supporting characters, there was a lot of buzz about specific people being in this film, like Donald Glover. He is in the film for just a minute or two, but it does set up something that a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, are going to be excited about. I was pretty happy to see that come to fruition, whatever. And also, a lot of speculation about who Zendaya would be playing. And let me just say, you clever person. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So, the acting was really great, and I'm so glad Michael Keaton was in this film, because he is one of my favorite actors, and I think he does a great job with this villain here, and this is one of the best Marvel villains that we've gotten in the MCU, by far one of the best, because you see his motivation, but as it plays out, near the end, you're like, wow, you can really see why he's doing this, and his reasoning for doing stuff is understandable, but it's to the extreme, oh my gosh. And this was just a really blast. I know it's kind of jumbled here when I'm talking, but I'm really glad to have this film in the MCU, and it's a little worrying about where it can go from here, because you're hearing all these rumors and all about certain characters not in this universe, certain characters in this universe. But let's take it step by step, everyone, okay? Just be glad that Spider-Man is here, and he will be in that Avengers film next year. Let's just be happy for that. So, I really liked like I said earlier, the supporting cast. I really liked them, from his friend Ned. That kid did, he did a good job. Let me say, everyone basically did a good job with their performances. I thought that it was really funny. It was a really funny movie. It had that feel, it had that feel of being a high school movie. A lot of Marvel movies have different feels to it. You'll have, for example, you'll have the team-up films, the Avengers and all. Winter Soldier was, a crime noir kind of, it's that kind of film. And they all have their own feel, is what I'm trying to say here. It's not sounding stupid. They all have their feel. And this one's, the high school movie in the MCU. And I was really glad to see it, because I was really excited to see what kids would say about, and, how people would just react. This is, normal people. This isn't the higher-ups, all the other films are, grown-ups. These are kids, what they think about being in this universe and all. And I really liked the conversations that they do. I really liked, every part of the film I really liked. Not just the action scenes, but I really like the normal high school scenes a lot, because we haven't really seen something like that in a Marvel movie or in any movie really, and I was really glad to have gotten that. The action scenes I thought were really good. They were really enjoyable. Now, they weren't spectacular or anything like we have seen in the previous movies, like in Airport Battle from Civil War or anything, but that wasn't expected. It's a fun little movie to get by, because I know everyone here is waiting for that Infinity War movie. I'm so stoked, but I'm really glad that this movie was as good as it was, because I was a little worried with the marketing and those posters. This is the best poster, by the way, in this thumbnail that I could find, because the rest are not the best, to be honest with you. But I'm so glad that it turned out as good as it was. It also has a lot of heart to it, like when, especially near the end, there's this really tense scene that they were building up to be tense. I thought it was pretty tense, but I mean, it gets really like, oh, and then there's this one part near the end that gets really, that's like, oh, like you can see like the inner struggle with a character, I'm not gonna say, and then you see them go through it. And a lot of people have been showing that this is a nod to a specific, like, important moment for the character. I mean, I'm not saying what moment, I'm not saying what character, but you could put the pieces together if you've seen the movie. And I thought it was really great to see, because it was just real emotional, and it made me really care for what was going on in the climax. And also, the climax battle was really impressive. It wasn't nothing big or anything. It didn't have to be. It doesn't have to be this big end of the world thing. This was a contained movie that didn't have to have end of the world stakes, with some neat action scenes thrown in there that was really entertaining. And also, I really like the voice program in the Spider-Man suit. Spider-Man usually talks with once he gets like into the film for a bit. I really like that. I thought that was funny. And yeah. So, and also, like I said, Tom Holland did a great job. Not only as Peter Parker, but this is the one, besides Tobey Maguire maybe, that actually nails it. Like, he is probably my favorite Spider-Man and Peter Parker. He nails both. And that is probably because of the age, partly, but also just his performance was so great. I mean, I believe that this was really Spider-Man. I believe this was really him that hopped off the comics and into the film. Like, not just because of the age, but how he played the character. I thought it was really memorable. And also, Robert Downey Jr. Now, a lot of people are curious about how much he'd be in the film. He's marketed as like a supporting role. They have that shot of him and Spider-Man flying and swinging off at the same time. Luckily, though, they did not put him in the film, half the film or anything. He's in it for parts, but he's not a like, he is in it for like a bit that could be like sort of major, but he's not like overshadowing him like you see on the posters and in the trailers. They did that as like a toy to get people to see it, because it's Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr., which sells money. But he is in it for a good amount, not an overabundance amount, though. Same with Jon Favreau. He's in it for a decent amount as well. And also, speaking of that, there are some other characters I was not expecting to show up in this movie that did, and I'm not complaining. I thought it was not a bad call. And and also, Captain America, Chris Evans. You people know what I'm talking about, who've seen the film. So, those are my thoughts on Spider-Man Homecoming. What did you guys think of this film? I was so glad to see this film, and finally, he's in the MCU. Thank you, Marvel. So, what did you guys think of it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I am going to give the film, I'm surprised just as much to say this, a 10 out of 10. This is one of the only MCU films that I would give the 10 out of 10 to. Even the Guardians films, which I love so much, I don't give the 10 out of 10 because they could do a bit more to be that. This, I think, was perfect in every way, and it did what it needed to do to get me hooked, because I was already hooked from Civil War, but this got me even more excited to see what's to come. Thank God. So, what did you guys think of the film? Like I said, you can check down below in the comment section and leave your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.